since I did a proper dreadlock update video other than on a rubbishy phone camera, so I thought I'd do a video. And just to basically talk about some of the things I get asked most frequently. It's been about a year and 10 months now since I stopped washing my hair. Not washing my hair, since I stopped brushing my hair. That's one of the main questions I actually get asked is, do you not wash your hair? Like, the most frequently asked, the most frequently asked questions I'd probably say was, first of all, do you not wash your hair? And obviously that's wrong because I do wash my hair. So basically I just wash my hair about once a week, sometimes twice a week if I've got time, using like a residue, as much as you can. It's never totally residue free, but a residue free-ish shampoo. So usually I use this Dreadlocks UK shampoo, which is fragrance free, so it's residue free with no SLS or parabens, made in the UK. That usually lasts quite a while, one bottle. It doesn't really foam up, so, but you do just rub it between your hands, and then I normally do like the front bit and the sides and back where I've got the most loose hair, and then just work in between the dreads. But like this bit I've been purposefully keeping undreaded, although every time I wash my hair it wants to go into a dread because it just goes straight into one, so I just use a conditioner to put over it, like to basically stop it knotting up. And that's about it really with that. Sometimes I use like bicarbonate soda first and just either shake it up in a bottle with a bit of tea tree and rosemary oil and put it on my scalp and let that settle for a bit while you're in the shower, and then just wash it out. But then I like to use this afterwards as well, and then a bit of apple cider vinegar at the end mixed up with water. Sometimes I'll do a deep cleanse in a bucket, and put a load of not a load, but 2-3 tablespoons of bicarbonate soda with some essential oils again, and then just dunk my head in it and just do that on my scalp and just squeeze them in, like a deep cleanse sort of thing. And sometimes, obviously with the changes in weather and stuff, sometimes your scalp can feel a little bit dry, and so I got this one, which is Super Dreads, and it says energizing natural dreadlock shampoo, eucalyptus, tea tree, rosemary, hemp, 100% vegan and residue free, made with nature's finest organic oils, works great on all hair types and textures. So that's really good, and because it's got those essential oils in, if you've got dry scalp at all, it's good to use that even just every few washes, you know, to give your scalp a bit of oil, or a bit of, if it's dry, stop the dryness basically in the winter when it gets cold and stuff. But I did find, after I'd used that, like the first time my dreads felt softer, but then the second time I used it, or the third time, I can't remember, in a row, like without using this one, my hair, like the loose bits of hair in particular, just looked dead oily. So I don't use it every wash, just like every few washes. So it's just finding what works for you best, basically. What are you doing here? I don't know if I'm in focus here. And so that's that. So I just say, yeah, I wash my hair with residue fan. The next most frequent question asked is probably, let's see, what do you do if you want to get rid of them? That's a very common question. You know, what do you do if you want to get rid of them? We have to cut it all off. And I say, well, I wouldn't want to get rid of them, but say I were one day to get rid of them, then you wouldn't have to necessarily cut them all off. You can use like a metal comb, like a flea comb or something, and loads of conditioner, just try. And I've seen some YouTube videos, people, you know, it takes for ages and you might need people to help you, but it is possible. You don't have to keep them forever, obviously. Or like, and you could just do a few at a time, starting underneath or something. But I can't see me wanting to get rid of them because I've always wanted dreads, and like, it's not really something I can see as wanting to get rid of them particularly. So they're really the most two questions. That is mostly what people ask, to be honest. Oh, this one is, how do you make them? And obviously I didn't make them, they just made themselves, but there are different methods obviously for making them if you want to make your own, and that's quicker. This is like 1 year 10 months now. My hair started off about this long and now it's like this. It's not this short, but it looks short because it's all sucked itself up into them. I just say no, if you don't brush your hair, like you have to stop brushing it and conditioning it, keep washing it obviously because it needs to be clean so you don't get too much oil, so it'll be harder to lock up. Then this is what happens to everybody's hair, you know, every single person in the entire world. What else? What's that? Wash in, if you can ask questions. Don't really do any maintenance, like as far as separating goes, because, well, I just separate it if like the top sometimes can start to pinch if you get too many going together. At the moment, while they're still relatively young. So some of them on top are too thin because they were pinching, so at the beginning I had to separate the top a bit more, but obviously like I've let some go together, for instance. I don't know if you can see if I'm holding this up too high. For instance, this is, I've let Congo into one, and a few others. What you can't see, I've just plaited the front loose bits with it. You can see them better, but it like gives you a bit more to play with. So if the front's like that, say, because I think because the ones on the top are so short at the moment, like really short. I think that if I let this bit shrink up, it will be like a tiny little one like this. So I just have like this really little thing on my head here. So if I do let that knot up, it'll be after the rest, when the top's grown down a bit, because the top's still pretty short. I've noticed that the underneath that is growing like quicker. I haven't dyed my hair really for 1 year and 10 months, apart from when I put a natural shampoo on to try and get the bleach bits a bit more blended at the ends, but as you can see, that's just washed out anyway. So today for a treat I put a little bit of pink in the ends of a couple. Direction shampoo, which is goes everywhere. If you're not careful, just try and do it with gloves, because I didn't, and I've got pink fingers now. Oh boy. He loves dreamies and all things like this. He just shake a paw and turns around. I've shown it in probably the first or second of the video, but he's obsessed with him, like he has to have him all the time. Well, he doesn't have to, but he keeps begging me for him and I'll tell him how to beg, which is a bit of a bad idea. But what he does is, like, you can see here what he's just done is he's just spat out the edges because he wants more, so he just eats the middle bit and just spits out the edges. So you end up with like little pieces everywhere you have to cover up. Because it's very spoiled, so he knows he can pick. But then sometimes what's really bad is he'll ask them again and again, and because I keep giving in, and then he'll start even and be sick. So I try not to give him too many, but it can be hard sometimes. But he's cute. Just good for them all the time. Good night, boy. How you doing? So, don't think there's much else to cover really on this topic. It'll be 2 years in a couple of months.